I will not pay you much, but you will have a good time. I have prostate T4 cancer. I'm not able to be cured. Yeah, better get all your toys ready for tonight. My soul will be taken into the camera. Muchacho, pero it's a wonderful thing. It's amazing. Oh, I think there's more. Let's not fret. It's just they get lost because there's some. Yeah, there is more. I'm Ivan Marquez. I'm the Director of Athletics at Concordia College, New York. I've worked at Concordia for 20 years. So although I'm from Puerto Rico, it doesn't really sound like a Puerto Rican accent, and that's because my family is really from Spain, and they moved to the Caribbean to actually open dry cleaning and laundry businesses. And as they settled in Puerto Rico, thus I was born. So I still have a very interesting look and interesting accent that just doesn't look like a regular Puerto Riqueño. What I really definitely love most about Concordia is the ability to create and implement new programs that really benefit various segments of society, and we call it playing with the toy. Playing the toy, whether we improve the quality of our soccer team, or whether we host a Jimmy game and make it a big deal, whether we buy new technology, we call that playing with the toy. The Jimmy game is the game that we host every year to try to raise awareness and funds for cancer research in honor of Jimmy Sayeth, who unfortunately passed away from cancer.
I want to make sure I thank Ivan Marquez and the Concordia Athletic Department first and foremost for everything they did for us today for the Jimmy Sayeth game.
Although we both shared some of the same caregivers at Memorial Sloan-Kettering, in his particular case, he didn't last. I'm on my 9th year of being a cancer patient at Memorial Sloan-Kettering Cancer Center. I've learned how the money moves around to eventually get to research. So, my wonderful doctor, Dr. Michael J. Morris, he's actually one of the top researchers at Memorial Sloan-Kettering. So he was able to figure out a way in which we can funnel all the money that we make to go to his fund. Since I'm left behind to try to carry the legacy or do what I can, we decided to honor his memory. He has a wonderful family and a really fabulous mother, and try to keep alive the memory of Jimmy and give it purpose again. We were one of 300 entries to compete for only 3 spots in the national level to win the award, and we came in 3rd. Well, that was a very big deal. You can imagine for one of the smallest schools in the country to be recognized. When they announced it, we all cried and were quite shocked because we did. The NCAA recognized that we were genuinely involved, married to the concept of raising money. So we were quite impressed because to be a school of one of the smallest schools in the country and actually come in 3rd among more than 300 entries signified that we as a team had done a really good thing. My cancer originates in the prostate, which is an area in the lower back, inside region of a man. Um, but it has, as they say, metastasized. That's the reason that I'm not able to be cured. And that's why I try to push for early detection. It's one of the things that we should do. Although I got diagnosed with it I was not even 50 years old yet. Everyone in reality should, get checked, because my cancer has metastasized, which what it means is that it has spread. It has spread to what is called the lymph nodes, which are connective tissues that join other organs inside. You don't really have everything by itself. And the part that will probably kill me, which is that it has begun to attack my bones. And part of all these wonderful cocktail of medicines that I take on a daily basis, I take 19 pills for that, and constant monitoring that I receive, and the injections that I receive, and the IV treatment that I receive, are to try to stop the cancer from eating away more at my bones. The longer they can make that last, the longer I can live. It happened at New Year's. So while the world said Happy New Year, I said, what? New Year? So yeah, it really did. And so this New Year, it'll be 9 years that I have fought the disease. In reality, life goes by really fast for me. I go like this, and 3 months have passed by. I feel that life is really racing by, so I don't particularly celebrate New Year's as much as I celebrate every day. When I get up every day and I can actually do something, that's a good thing. My life actually has improved since I've been diagnosed. I can have quite a strong personality, / scary at times. It takes smart people like you to get through it and realize that I'm just a little pussycat, that I'm not a problem. But a lot of people get shocked by that. And part of what the cancer did is it took that edge away. Somehow people started to, whether it's because they felt sorry for me, which, so what, or because they saw what I go through on a daily basis. Some days are not as good as what you see today. Some days I can barely function. It developed a better connection with all my coaches and the administration of the school. And I know it sounds weird, but I really have achieved some sort of inner peace that I say that I'm extremely happy. Once I got through the shock at the beginning, because the beginning was brutal when they tell you and you go like, oh my God, I'm not going to see Christmas again. I'm going to die. Like my friends, I have friends that have died. Some of them are in the pictures up there, that they discovered it. Jimmy Sayeth, bam, 3 years later, gone. So it's a very sobering, shocking, you can put the words of that. But once I survived, again, another good thing from Sloan-Kettering that they taught me, we call it more science, less fear, that they really took me through this sort of journey, and I really be able to understand what every pill is for, what every injection is for, what every IV treatment is for, why they take all my scans and they put me in tubes once a month for, and I love it. And I love it that at the same time I can actually show up here and play with a toy. A while ago, I came across a play from a young man named Benjamin Schuer. I should say Scheuer, because it reminds with lawyer. And it's a one-man show in which he plays 6 different guitars, and he goes through his journey, which involves also being diagnosed with lymphoma cancer and going through the whole chemotherapy treatments, and in his case, surviving it. That really is the person that gave me the confidence to realize that I could really do this. I didn't have to sing like some superstar. All I had to do was, put it out there, try to convey the message, and that people would appreciate it. And thank goodness, it looks like it did work. But in this particular game, I happened to get my courage up and play a song that I wrote to honor my Sloan-Kettering caregivers, Dr. Morris and his wonderful team. And I went ahead and brought my 12-string guitar from home, and I sang it in front of 400 people.
Thanks for the trust. Work my butt off to be valued not small. Trust my heart, Jimmy. Inspiration to all.
It was quite shocking to many people that that I could actually do that. And in retrospect, I actually really enjoyed it. I was able to achieve the goal of singing the song, which was not just to sing a song to have everybody go like, oh, wow, Neil Diamond. It was to sing a song to make the doctor and the caregivers understand and appreciate how much they mean to the world, not just for me. I was always a person that enjoyed every day thoroughly, so that really hasn't changed. I knew I had to be productive every day. I knew I had to do something for someone every day. I knew I had to enjoy every day, and I knew I had to work every day. So that part really hasn't changed the way I view it. The real obstacle is the actual physical obstacles that I face, when I'm in a condition that I don't look as wonderful and as ease as I look now, because I can't move and I can't get out of bed. The physical limitations is really what has really changed the quality of my life, because I can no longer, jog. I used to jog for great distances. I could just put some headphones on and disappear for 2 hours. I'm no longer able to stand up for long periods of time. I have great difficulty getting up on some mornings because everything really does hurt, and with all the wonderful cocktail of pills that you take, you do become really groggy. I can't drive a car, for example, anymore because it's really tough to see. I see blurry, as I look around, it's really tough to focus. And it's really tough. But I do believe that because I'm so happy inside, I'm able to contrarrest. Maybe I invented that word, but I'm able to contrarrest the negativity and actually enjoy my life. I take the bad things that I have and I'm able to turn them into some sort of renewed passion and enthusiasm to make all this work. And it has. The coaches have responded really positively. The students like you and my friends and my family have all responded like really, 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 really well, and they all sort of want to join me in this journey. So that part is, I have a better life. I have a better quality of life now than I used to before. So you have to be able to have friendships, relationships, support systems. Kathy LaTorres in here, for example, has been a wonderful help for me. As I said, I can't drive. She drives me to they have to put me in the tubes all day long. She does take me to those exams once a month. So I think it's important to be surrounded by a really nice support structure and allow them to help you. Don't be so stubborn that think that you can do it all by yourself, because you really can't. And even if you could, what's the point? The reality is that if more people had the sensitivity to say, yes, but if I was in his shoes, that is the best thing to do. I think that that's important for the world to develop a little sensitivity that the person you're talking to, you might have zero idea what ailments they're facing, what stresses they're facing. So people should be a little bit more understanding of the other people in the planet. I feel like I'm in a game and I'm in the fourth quarter of the game and I'm just trying to get to overtime, I'm trying to just last a little bit longer. If I can get to double overtime, even better.